どうもー。シャーロック・ホームズ進めていくぜ。第5の事件ですね。植物園だって。
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Wow.
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
やべえな、こいつ。
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal
植物
Botanic
盗難
Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
めっちゃ偉そうだな、こ
Well,
いつ。
I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us
おし
go.
ゃれな言い回しだな。いつからそんな透明になったのか。よいしょ。前回のちょっと短かった事件の手紙を読みましょうか。ブラッケンストール夫人の告白。親愛なるホームズ様、勇気を奮い起こして、あなたに手紙を書いております。あなたにご親切にしていただき、私がどれほど感謝しているか、到底言葉で言い表すことはできません。あの恐ろしい日、私の人生もこれで終わりだと思いました。しかし同時に、私を心から愛してくださる人がこの世にいたことを知りました。私の彼への気持ちも同じです。あなたもご存知の通り、ジャック・クロッカーさんです。彼の私に対する愛情が、私に生きる勇気を与えてくれました。クロッカーさんと一緒になれないかもしれません。しかし、ホームズさん、あなたがいらっしゃらなかったらその可能性さえなかったと思います。敬具、メアリー・ブラッケンストール。そうだねね。無罪放免したからね。わかってるよ。まだ事件起きてないよ。前回の事件が短かったからな。今回は長くなるかなと思ったんですけど、そうでもねえな。そうでもなさそう。事件はあと2つなんだけどね。多分。案外最後にオリジナル事件とかぶつけてくるかもしれないけど。
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
そうでしょ。頼まれたし、なんかお前、態度悪いぞ。
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet, is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
なんだと
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences.
おいこら
We should not be
軽く叩いてんじゃねえ
Please
ぞ
do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes,
Oh,
just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible.
デスノートやん
Excuse me,
け
gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
むしろ人の植物園なのにあんな偉そうってやばくない？別の人ね。息子が偉そうにすんならわかるけど、犯人では
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Do not touch.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
なんだか事件がちょっと様相が変わってきましたね。
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
完全にデスノートの仕業なんだよな。
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed. Soil should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground. The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here. This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Fragments of a flower pot.
あ、8か。
It fell down
大
here.
変ね。どうしたホームズ？いつもの調子なら、これを持ち帰って分析しようと言うじゃん。
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire. The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the colonial collection.
植民地展示室？
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent.
植民地展示室？
According to this, they have light
植物じゃな
and
くて。
moisture control in some parts of the building.
だいぶやばい誤変換になるけど、植物と植民室って。なんかあるな。落ちてるわ。全然関係なかったか。あ、あるじゃん。
These windows were perfectly cleaned. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
なんかないかな。なんもねえか。まあ大体は調べ終わったな。ここ植民地やからな。気ぃつけんと。
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. According to this, they have light and...
さっき言ったやろ。調べるところ多そうだな、これ。ただの迷路やんけ。
Can I help you, gentlemen?
どうしたアルバート君。下前。調べることが山盛りでな。特になかった。
What should we do next, Holmes?
お前じゃねえよ。よいしょ。3つしかない。今そりゃな、父親死んだからな。
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Harm House.
モンタギュー団の死に場所調べろと書いてあるの。調べたと思うんだけど。まだ調査が足りないと。そうだと思うんだけどな。あ、あったあった。
Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
こっちもあるじゃねえか。温度。
Water lily. According to dry.
わー、すごい。なんか本格的。
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
調べるとこ多いなぁ。てか広いなぁ。まあ、外だろうね。最後を解けた場所調べたから。
Water lily.
ここでしょ？
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
出た。扉を壊す。鉢をひっくり返す。倒れるでしょ。え、違うの？合ってるでしょ。まあ、こうなるわけよ。合ってた合ってた。
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
いや、まあ、ここ植民地だからな。不穏なこともあ
These
るでしょ。
trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
ルイジアナ。
The bayou.
あー、やっぱあれだわ。そこのドア閉じてて、閉じ込められてて、換気扇と洗剤を使って、多分何か良くないことが起きたんだろう。そこで検索するか。良くないことが起きたっつうか、洗剤を吸気させられたっつうか、それでああなったんだと思う。要は殺人ですわ。植物。珍しい植物。
That is not the... That...
あ、これだ。特定した毒を持っている。最初の3種は人間にとっても致命的な有害植物になりかねない。特にフローレム、ダイアボレカ。しかし、特別な状況下にある場合のみ、何らかの攻撃に植物が反応する場合、有毒胞子をまき散らす。ディオネア、カーニボラス、カーリナ、イネブレイト、フローレム、ダイアボレカ、アメリカザクラ、ひまわりヒヨドリ、エリアンフォラ、フルチェラ、ビブリス、ゲンリセア、ビオラセア、ダーリングトニア、黒雪の下、まんま同じ流れだね。
Here it is.
毒性植物。なんだこの紋章は。
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
どれよ。
That is. That.
わかんねえ。
That.
俺の得意技でいくか。わかんなかったわ。なんかもう一個あった。犯罪科学。
That is not.
あ、これか。これだわ。シーモアの庭、園芸道具と用品。造園園芸また林業用の上等な物資を提供しています。幅広い品揃え、また砂、土壌、被覆資材、植木鉢等の配送も行っております。ブラートン通り3番路。
Here it is.
そう。お、来た来た。消すか。様子が変わってきましたね。
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
ちょっと待って、鼻が。ゴーゴーゴー。金。
This watch is of great value.
植物園の団長だからな。
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
植物園の団長だからな。
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
ランダンクレスト。パクってった。ウェイン&サンズ印刷会社、社長 F ウェイン様へ。友よ、旧植物園の大展示会の張り紙は素晴らしい出来だ。だが、全職員の名前を挙げる必要はないはずだ。私の名前だけで十分だろう。モンタギュー団。あ、これは確執ですか？展示会をめぐる確執ですね。遺跡の時と全く同じ流れだ。邪魔するぞい。こんにちは。こっちか。こっちだ。
First of all, let us carry out an external examination. No redness, stings, or bruises. Nothing suspicious here.
Wow!
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma. Now, let us examine the internal organs.
ああ、よかった。なんか、身体模型みたいになってる。うわ、プルンっ
The
て。
lungs are congested and edematous.
お
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
ビチャじゃないよ。気持ち悪いな。
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
ビチャじゃない。
The liver is enlarged.
アルコール依
It
存
would
症。
seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
酔っ払いばっかりだな。
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
ビチャっと戻すのやろ。
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
雑なんだよ、戻し方が。
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as
Keen
well
on
as a
Otaru.
discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building? I suppose that is necessary.
変態
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Go. 今のうちやっとくか。よし。こら、お前が一番怪しいんだよ。うわ、もうやばそうな目してんな。安価かどうかほっといてやれよ。きったね。襟どころじゃないんだけど汚いの。もう完全にホモでしょ。ホモは凶暴。
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
お、いいぞ
Well,
いい
I
ぞ
am。busy. I cannot
Huh?
be everywhere at once.
これ調子乗っ
Albert
てん
told
な。
us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes,
あ、そうだろう
it
ね。
could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion.
無
He
謀
would
な
then
上司の典
disappear
型。
for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That and...
And...
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr.
嫉妬かい?
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who was such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is
What?
quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention.
嫉妬かい?
How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Colonial collection.
めちゃめちゃ広いな。
Palm house. Water lily green. Dry tropic. Ventilation system. Seed hut. Nursery. Director's office. Cloak. A map of Q.
何まだ調べるとこあんの？ないでしょ。植民地展示室になってる、やっぱり。ないでしょ。あんの？ないよね。気になるんだよ、俺こういうの。しょうがねえ。ちょっとせこいけど、これでいくか。ないじゃねえか。帰れ。
Locked.
間違えた。
Locked.
締まりのいいドアだな。
Nursery.
育苗。
Locked.
育苗施設。めっちゃ閉まっとる。さっきと変わらんような気がするけど。現在地はこちら。なるほどね。
Locked.
閉まり
Nursery.
すぎ。
Seed house. Locked.
すべてのドアを開けるときとかっこつけておきながらそれかい。
There is a smell of burning.
事件か？火事と喧嘩はロンドンの花だからな。
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. The remains of a picture frame. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
お、
A protective mask.
防毒マスクやって。
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. A broom handle was half burned.
あ、取っ手とかもあるな。
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the
燃える
fire?
わけねえだ
The
ろ。
door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
パッと見金属にしか見えないんだけど。雑やな。証拠の隠滅が雑。燃やせば済むと思ってるわ。
Dry tropics.
これ、ああ、だよね。需要はねえわ。どけ。またバグるだろ。ちょっと待ってね。
Sea. Locked.
Locked。お邪魔するわよ。
A water tank. A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system.
これはまた後でいじる感じだな。なんもなさそうだな。まあ後でどうせ来るからいいか。もう、閉まりっぱなしですよ。なんかわかんなくなってきたな。クソみたいなやつしかいないってことが分かったけど。
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed
ああ、
house.
そこか。
That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
なんか鍵閉まってたけどね。
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah. At the moment, I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens.
しっかりしてんな。
I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy
Eh?
director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed. That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving
うわ、
employee.
立ち悪いな。
In fact, if we are to think logically at all,
あ、だよ
it should be
ね。
me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with
Nice.
Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so.
Eh?
But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens.
ああ、情
And I
熱は
cannot
認
say
める
that
み
I
た
share
い
his
な。
passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private, I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
ありがとうございます。わかってました。やっただけですよ。お、やったぜ。
This is a table for experiments.
実験
It
だ。
resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
うるせえ。調子こいてんじゃねえぞ。めっちゃガンくれてるわ。ワトソンに。何もそんな。
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory. I don't hear anything.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have formed consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
何かが必要って書いてある。
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
ペアンナーキラキラしてるぜ。
A botany. This student's book belongs to Albert.
字汚な。弱ないん
It
だよ。
appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
怖いな。
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals. Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Gold dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but
No!
it is possible to
Stop!
detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
連れてこなきゃ。
Locked.
Holmes and Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will
Nani?
open it.
うわ、久しぶり。うわ、なんか難易度上がってるわ。違うわ。ああ、ここだ。よし。これだ。 なんだ、どこがおかしいんだ。ああ。よし。久しぶりの登場に困惑したわ。
Miss White's lock. A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
親愛なる両親へ、どうしても援助をお願いしたくて、しぶしぶこの手紙を書いています。大学での勉強や家賃は、私が予測した以上に高額だと分かりました。このために、私一人の力では、この先やっていけるかどうか心配です。過去に、私と意見の相違があったことは分かっています。でも、お金がないという理由で、娘が学問を諦めなくてはいけないというのは、あまりにも薄情ではないでしょうか。そうね。
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student. A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
High quality。家族の返事。マーガレット、あなたからの手紙を受け取って驚いています。あなたが家を出て、もう何年にもなります。私たちへの懸念の言葉もありません。それなのに、どうしてお金を貸してくれと言えるのですか？冷淡だね。大学でのあなたの成功や大学生活について、あなたは今まで一度だって私たちに聞かせてくれたことはありません。今になってそうしようと決めたのですか？あなたはきっと、私たちがあなたの友人と同じような上流階級の出身ではないことに、恥ずかしく思っているのでしょう。私たちは質素な家族です。でもいつも教えてきたように、あなたは家族を第一に思うことを学ぶべきです。それに、私たちは誰も自分たちの評判を汚すようなことはしていません。あなたが雇用者、ダンさんと一緒になり、私たちの評判を汚したように。いえ、マーガレット、私たちに肩身が狭い思いをさせているのはあなた自身です。なんかやばそうだな。アルバートのホワイト城への手紙。親愛なるマーガレット、あなたが現時点経済的にかなり厳しい状況にいることは分かっています。僕はあなたをそのような窮地に置き去りにはしませんので、どうか安心してください。僕は裕福な家庭に生まれました。僕の援助を受け入れてくれれば光栄です。君の献身的な見習い、アルバート。なんかカオスになってきたな。これ完全にあれじゃん。アイデアルのラロが持ってた位牌ダイヤめっちゃ入ってるやつじゃん。逆ー。
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
嘘食いに蹴っ飛ばされてめっちゃ切れるやつだ、これ。
Martin Hamish's locker. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
自分のことを副園長だと思い込んでいる精神異常者じゃないんだ、ただの。マーティン・ヘイミッシュの待望。総書記殿、旧植物園で起きた最近の出来事により、私は再度管理職の座に応募しなくてはいけなくなりました。前回差し上げた手紙に述べた事柄ですが、この地位の適任者は私以外には誰もいないと思っています。モンタギュー男子の生存中は、おっと私の提案を保留しなくてはいけなかったことは承知しています。そこには政治的な理由があり、私自身それに満足して応じておりました。しかし、今、旧植物園は混乱状態に陥っています。どうしてこのような状況を許すことができるのでしょうか。やる気もない未経験な人たちに任せられるでしょうか。決断を早急に下されることを催促させていただきたい。それにより、私は全力を注ぎ、立派な仕事に専念することができるでしょう。同時にこの不確実な状況からも解放されることを思います。なんかやばそうだな、この人。お前だよ、犯人。じゃあ。泥棒していくか。父と私。
Specialist article on ship construction. Albert has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
承諾の手紙。留学拒否。 英国海軍の不採用通知、イギリス海軍機関学校、ロンドン採用本部、背景、ご入学志願いただきありがとうございます。誠に残念なのでございますが、あなたは入学試験で優秀な成績を収められましたが、イギリス海軍機関学校へあなたを招き入れることはできません。あなたの父親、モンタギュー男子により、旧の王立植物園の管理職をあなたに委ねる意向を我々に表しました。表しました。これにて1年間の海軍訓練には参加していただけないことは明白です。旧植物園での、ご成功をお祈り申し上げます。警具、イギリス海軍機関学校養成所、校長、J.M. ルマーチャンド。なんかあるわ。
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
なるほどね。
The employees. ここで一旦区切っとくか。すぐお会いできると思いますよ。じゃあね。次回続きます。次回はトビーからかな。バイバイ。